Okay. So, that's not good. Why did that do that? Okay, I'll close that out. I'm going to go to, here we go. This is it. All right, so I'm going to go, I'm on the PDF files here. And this dimension right here has been given everybody fits. They don't know how to do this one. So I'm going to show you how to do this right now. And it's not really too hard. I'm going to zoom in so we can see this nicely. And the way you go about doing that dimension is you go to the big letter A here that's called note when you put your cursor on it, and you click, and it's got your cross has the little word, the word note on it, and I just bring it to the thing that I want to put the note on, and then I can drag out what's called a leader, and when I select this, then I can put in the 0.01 space times 45, and then the degree symbol. Let's see. Here we go. There we are. And green check mark. And that's how you add that note. So I'm going to put it all on one line by just stretching that out there. And that's how you add that note to this drawing. It's really, once I figured it out, I was like, wow, that was easy. But it took me a few minutes to find how to do that. Anyways, all right. So that is for the cow catcher. Now, I am going to start another drawing file here. So I'm going to hit create drawing. I'm going to start with my ANSI A inch course. And here I'm going to put in the next part, which is called link peg right here. So I'll bring that in. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, good. And I'm going to project that up. And then I'll do, of course, the isometric up here. All right. And I'll move this down a little bit because mine's a little too tight to the top. Now, on the drawing itself, all right, here we go. We've got this dimension here, 0.33, and it goes from the bottom of the part to the top of the part. And this is a difference in the softwares that we've been using in the way it creates the dimensions. We can't do this 0.33 dimension on Onshape. At least I haven't found out how. So just to make life simpler, what we'll do is instead we'll dimension from, well, I'll zoom in on this so you can see it, right? From this line down here. And then I'm going to come up here and I am going to click that arc. But what I end up with is I end up with this dimension right here. It's kind of like in the middle of the peg piece of this thing, which is okay. And then I'll do the dimension again. And let's see. This one goes to this corner right here. And that's going to suffice for dimensioning this. And the honest to God, what we should do is we should put the center mark on this also. So put the center mark, and as all I did there was I went and I found center mark underneath the dimensioning stuff, and I selected that, and then I clicked on this arc up here, and that put the little cross in there. So that'll, and then you also, sorry, this is a dimension that's on the drawing. You also have to put that radius dimension on there. All right. So that'll do the dimensioning. If I forgot anything else and I did the note that goes over here, that's your responsibility to put that one on. Now, the next thing is the hitch peg. So I'll start this guy here. And I'll say create a drawing, of course, in my title block. And the hitch peg is right here. And this part is very similar to the one that we just looked at, right? in the way it's dimensioned. So there's a 0.65 dimension on here that we won't be able to do. So if I leave any of these dimensions off on any of these parts, it's your responsibility to add them. I'm just showing you the ones that are, kind of weird, right? So I'm going to zoom in and I'll show you the vertical dimensioning for this. So again, I'm going to put my center mark on. I'll do that first here. And then I'll use my dimension tool and I'll go from that bottom line to the center mark by clicking on the arc. I'll bring that out. And I will also dimension from the bottom line to that corner right there. And I'll place that one. Then you have a couple other dimensions on here that you need to add to this. But I'm just kind of giving you a quick overview of all those little weird ones. The wheel, let's take a look at the wheel for a second on here. All right, this is the wheel. This has a detail view on it. I showed you this a few days ago. This is a lecture that's actually been posted. The detail you're doing is right up here. And the letter on mine is D. If yours is A, that's fine. Just you don't have to change anything. One of the troubles that people do have is where we get to this 30 degree. This is an angle dimension. I'm not going to do this one, but I'll tell you this right now. You might have to draw a line in here and then dimension from that line to this slot to get the 15 degrees. And then from that edge of the slot to the other edge, you're going to get 30 degrees. And then you have to put TYP in. And you do that by just double clicking on the numbers and then type TYP in, and you'll get that one. The last one I'm going to cover today is the track drawing. The track drawing, what you do here is you have to do what's called a broken section view. So that's what this is right in here. And let's do that one right now. So I'm going to start a new drawing, my title block. And straight track is the part. I'm going to bring that in. And it doesn't come in with the correct view. So it depends on your, whoa. I'll have to hit my refresh on my browser. For some reason it didn't like that. Give you a chance to catch up, right? All right, so I'll go to insert this time. And I'm going to hit my straight track. All right. And I get the wrong view. And I just know from experimenting that the correct view for me is going to be the top view. So I'll just let this sit here and outline it. So that's what I want. So I'm going to click on that now. And you can see that this thing just is too big for the piece of paper. So we want to shorten this thing down with this right here. And let's see, where is this going to be? It's break view. It's right here. So it's called break view, and it looks like a couple squiggly lines going through a rectangle. So I'm going to click on that. And the first thing it wants to know is this break view going to be vertical or horizontal? We're going to do this across this way. So ours is horizontal. And what you do is you come over here and you click on the part up at the top. And I'm going to actually change this from zigzag to small zigzag. I guess it really doesn't matter to me which one you use. And I'll click down at the bottom, and that gives me this part now. and I'll hit the green check mark. Now, when I dimension this, let's see, we've got a dimension of 13 inches, right? When I dimension this from this corner to this one up here, well, my track piece is 12 inches long. But anyways, there we go. Oh, that went to the center up there. That's why. But you can see it still maintains the overall length dimensions, even though that part is on the drawing is way smaller than 12 inches long. The last thing I wanted to address with you is on the axle peg. This note right here, you can use that same technique that I showed you when we did the 0.01 times 45 degree technique to make a leader. And you'll probably have to do that with this one down here. And I'm not sure if you'll have to do it with any of the other ones, but give this part a try and we'll see how this goes. The next class or next lecture that I'll do and record will be about doing the train assembly itself. So I'll show you how to do the parts list and how to add the bubbles. So that's all I can think of today. I'll end this video now and start helping people. And if you got questions, I'll